Good day, everyone. Today I'm going to be posting an interview with young entrepreneurs, owners of a butchery shop. I hope you'll enjoy it. A lot of insight information that one might need who is looking to open a butchery shop himself. I hope you'll enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Personally, I was buying from this butchery shop for about 3 years. So even before I opened this YouTube channel. The butchery shop is located near London Bridge and Moss. So it's just near my house. Very convenient. These guys have really top quality food.
Hello.
Hello.
Butchery Van Puyvelde was founded in 1956. At the moment there are already 2 stores in Antwerp. Your generation is already the 3rd one. How did it all start?
Our grandfather started the butchery in 1956 in Calais. He then took over a butchery shop and in 1970 he moved to lower side of the river. Because of the rumors about expropriation in Calais by reasons of the port expansion, then he started at lower side of the river at the place of the current store. 6 years ago, we started our second store over here. That is how it all began.
In the beginning, when did you start to help your parents in the butcher's shop and what did you have to do? Already at a very young age, and then it was just pouring milk in the pot, peel some eggs and then really start working on weekend and age of 40, 50, 60 years. Then we were not at school on Saturday or holidays. Then I started studying for becoming a beautician. Then I was mainly in evening school. The rest of the time I worked in butchery and I enlarged my customer base for beauty care. And afterwards working full-time in the butchery around the age of 20, 21.
En ja, achteraf dan fulltime eigenlijk in de beenhouwerij rond mijn 21, 21 jaar. En nu is het?
I first studied taxation, did an internship, sitting behind a computer all day. I didn't want to do that all life. After my first exam, I came home and said to my mother, "Give me a shot." And I started working in a store and never left.
What did and didn't you like back then?
I liked the most standing in the store, having a chat with the customers, and after a while in the workshop and learning how to prepare cold meat, building knowledge around meat. I thought that was very interesting, also very challenging. Many new things you can learn. I found that very interesting.
Why did you open a new store here in this location? Because our parents learned that we wished to take over the store. It always was our father's dream to open a second store at the other side of the river, in town, and thus they saw the opportunity to continue and grow. Why not right in the city center, but here in district Het Eilandje? Because there was no butchery here yet.
Nothing was here yet. The baker was already present. The neighborhood started to develop. A lot of buildings was going on here, so we saw an opportunity to create something beautiful over here.
And when was that?
En wanneer was het?
That was in 2016. We opened the shop here in April 2016.
April 2016 zijn wij hier open gegaan. Dus dat was, ja. Was het een directe succes?
Was it a success immediately?
Ja, dat was redelijk goed. Maar ja,
Yes, that was pretty good,
groeien, hè.
but
Ja, met klanten ook,
we always
klanten,
continued growing.
klanten, en zorgen dat ze blijven terugkomen. Hè.
Yes,
Ja,
the
wat
customers'
naamsbekendheid
loyalty,
ook verwerven.
acquiring brand awareness.
Ja, we zitten hier heel goed. Echt,
Ja.
ja.
But we're located very good here. A good baker next to us. We're situated really good here.
We zitten hier heel goed.
So, it's also important who you have as neighbor.
Zeker, ja,
Yes,
zeker.
yes,
Slager en
definitely.
bakker
A
samen,
butcher and the
dat is,
baker next to each other.
Ja.
That's a perfect combination. That is ideal.
People also have little time. If they can do several things at once, they no longer have to drive for bread.
Dat is ook belangrijk, dus ja.
I also have a question about diploma or education. Did you need something to take over such a business?
Om te beginnen, de tweede tegenwoordig moet er een beetje
Nowadays you have to start a butcher shop or any kind of business. If you want to start, business management is necessary. But through my studies I already had that. Nowadays no longer need a diploma for a butcher shop. To keep a butcher shop open, but I learned everything by my father, just by doing it. He has passed everything. Anyway, I'm still learning. You learn every day. So,
What does your average working day look like? My brother starts at 4 o'clock in the morning on the other side of the river to prepare some meat, sausages, prepared steak tartare, burgers. I start here at 6:30, fill in the counter, make the salad, lay everything right, and then start sitting and cleaning in the evening.
until 18:30 we are open. So at 7 p.m. we are ready here.
And what time do you get up?
At 3:30 a.m. I get up.
This is a long working day.
A very long working day. But yes, we open for it. And if you like it, it doesn't matter.
You are already busy. Time flies. The day is actually too short.
We sometimes have to sleep.
We moeten af en toe nog wel eens slapen. Best.
Which machinery is a must in a butcher shop?
In de slagerij, ja, in de winkel.
In the butcher, the store, a counter, cooling counter to show everything and to keep cool. The most important are frigos, freezer, and then add.
Ja, een kutter, dat is voor het vlees te snijden in zo'n kutter.
The other side of the river in the other shop, a cutter to cut meat, a rummel to rotate minced meat, burgers to grind, what more? Ovens and stoves.
Ja, je hebt wel wat nodig. Ook om gemakkelijker te werken.
Yes, you need quite something also to work easier. You have to have good material. That's what it starts with. Good products and good tools.
Do you know how much you have invested to open a second store?
Ja, we hebben dat pandje hier gekocht.
So we bought this property, this ground floor. It is a commercial building. And the store here, how much would that be? Actually, I have no idea how much that was. Nevertheless, with the purchase of the property, it will be about 400,000 in total. The purchase of the building and all the devices and machinery.
And if you rent a place,
If you rent,
that is money lost.
you pay rent and you still have to pay and furnish your store. And you always pay something. Now it's yours after a certain time. You do what you want.
You will not be kicked out from here. Also important. They can't raise the rent. This location is also an expensive environment to buy or rent something.
En dat blijft groeien.
Do your prices also depend on the area here?
We have the same prices as in other shop.
Maybe because it's more fun over there?
New, what is the case? We have products that sell better here than in another shop, but we sell products that are here at the same price as in the other shop. About the same, it differs a bit. The customers here or there.
And it's also the same assortment.
What example should I give? Here many oven dishes, homemade oven dishes, there less, but more fresh meat. Really meat to bake.
Klaargemaakte ovenschotel gaan hier heel goed, daar gaat dat dan wat minder, maar daar gaat dan bijvoorbeeld vers vlees en zo gaat daar wel veel sneller, echt zo vlees om te bakken en zo. Dus daar wat meer.
Larger families live on the other side of the river. Here more people are alone or together, then you will faster buy something to warm up. What are the most and least popular products that you sell?
Here the salads, chicken curry, things like that. Prepared steak, tartare, everything she makes.
Chicken samurai, Tuscan lasagna.
That also sells very well, those things.
And less popular? Then we no longer put it in the counter. If we see that something does not sell well, then we put something else. So you occasionally make a change.
We are looking for what people want.
Also depending on the weather, season.
That's a different assortment.
Many soups in the winter, oven dishes.
In the summer, these are more cold dishes, meal, salads, and so on.
What is the most profitable product?
Wat is de meest winstgevend product?
Salads.
Especially product that we really make ourselves. You must put more time in it, but you can put in the meat salad, for example, the pieces of the sausages, and you mustn't throw anything away. And if you buy prepared products, it's always more expensive.
Then we don't suffer a loss, as little as possible losses of your product. Throw away as little as possible, because that's the loss. If you are preparing a lot yourself, you can process a lot and you have to be throwing away less products. I think that is our strength.
Ja. En
And meat products other than salad? What is the most popular of this?
Daar populair in?
Dingen, onze hamburgers, onze wagyu burgers.
Our burgers are pure beef burgers, which are sold a lot. Veal, that is also very popular. And minced meat, the best minced meat in the world.
En gehakt, hè. Het beste gehakt van de wereld, hè.
Is bij jullie te koop?
And it's for sale with you.
Dat weet ik van mezelf.
So I know what to buy here. If
Als
you
jullie
plan
een
hiring an
medewerker
employee
voor
for the
jullie
store,
winkel aannemen,
which criteria should they
welke
meet?
waardigheid en wat moeten ze hebben om bij jullie te komen werken?
Vriendelijk.
Friendly, a good appearance, not careless, clean, wanting to work, like to do it, and be a little flexible. If we ask to stay a little bit longer because it's very busy in the shop, they don't mind doing that.
Kunnen wel langer blijven, omdat het heel druk is, als ze ook er niks mee in zitten om dat te doen.
And happily getting up early.
Ja, afhankelijk.
Depending on the shift, one starts a little earlier than the other.
We moeten nu om 4 uur beginnen.
They should not start at 4 o'clock.
Ja,
They start later,
ja,
6 uur, 7 uur.
sometimes at 8 o'clock,
At 6 or at 7 a.m. And be kind to customers. That's most important. Being friendly.
and have a sense of what is necessary to do.
Hoeveel
How many suppliers do you have and what is needed to become a supplier of yours?
jullie geleverd worden?
Hoeveel hebben wij er? Ja,
How many
we
suppliers do we have?
Rundvlees,
For cattle and veal,
vlees,
that's a supplier.
leverancier,
Then a
dan
chicken
we
supplier.
het kippenleverancier, die levert ook lams en het wild in het seizoen.
Who is also supplying lamb, game season.
Dan nog een voor
Then 3 more suppliers for
batterieleveranciers,
sauces and basic
voor,
products, a
wassaus,
few machine suppliers.
ja,
So we work.
wat basisproducten dat je nodig hebt. Dan nog een paar machineleveranciers en ja, respect wat dat
With
ook,
8 to 10 suppliers. The most important thing is that they deliver product of good quality. That quality is guaranteed again and again, and flexibility. If a customer wants something extra,
goede kwaliteit zijn, dat die kwaliteit gegarandeerd is en dat die kwaliteit ook steeds opnieuw wordt gegeven, wat dat we verlangen.
that we can call them
En, ja,
and deliver it the next day.
flexibel zijn,
Quality,
dat we nog iets kunnen
that
bijstellen,
is what counts.
Een klant dat wil of zo, van bellen van ja, gaat dat er morgen nog bij zijn, zo, hè, ja, flexibel en kwaliteit en daar draai je het
En
om.
hoe controleer
How do you check the quality of your products?
Ja, eerst het zicht. Dat zie je.
First of all, visibility. You see that something looks fine.
Is dat niet goed, dan moeten ze dat maar terugpakken.
If something stinks, they have to take it back.
Alle kleur, de,
Then they have to give something
dat is wel
better,
ervaring dat je,
the color.
dat je hebt. Dat leren
That's
met de
experience
tijd
that you
wel.
have, that you learn with time.
visueel?
So mainly visually.
Zie je het dan,
Yes,
ruiken,
you see and smell
als
it.
stinkt, ja, dan-
Like if something stinks, that's not good.
dan
If you have a piece of meat or a carcass that you don't like, then they have to take it back and give something
staat er
different.
niet aan, dan moeten ze dat terugpakken, dan moeten ze ons iets anders geven.
So that is pure feeling.
Ja, ja.
Welke certificaten?
Which depository receipt should your suppliers have?
Controleren jullie?
Do you check that? Should a contract be concluded?
Moet er een contract afgesloten worden?
Contracten,
Contracts. If a new supplier arrives, then asking a test order, or he can immediately show his products. If this looks good, then we just order them. Then order with invoice. If you order something, then you need to pay for it, I think. It is not fixed list. If a supplier can no longer offer the quality we desire, we are looking for another supplier. Then it's out.
Maar dat is niet echt vast dat wij nou zeggen van ja, je kunt niet meer de producten, de kwaliteit leveren dat wij verlangen. Dan zoeken wij een andere leverancier en dan ligt die buiten.
Where do you search? Just online?
Online and via fellow butchers. If quality of the beef would no longer meet our standards, then we ask other butchers and then testing that potential supplier.
So, even if he is a competitor, it's not a problem to ask for advice?
You must of course know who you're going to ask. If there is a different butcher in the vicinity, that's a competitor. Moreover, I would also not like to have the same assortment he has. You have to definitely diversify a bit.
What do you find the most difficult about the management of your business? You just have to be able to organize well. If you have many orders, just start a little early and then all comes well. Starting early and leaving later, surely. We don't have to stay late. After we close the shop, just do some cleaning. We don't work over hours.
Except for an interview. Then of course we stay a little longer.
What is the golden key to manage the store with 2 or more owners?
Between themselves, we have always agreed well, always used to it at home. Sometimes in the heat of the moment.
If it is very busy and you have no time while something still needs to be done, then you are a bit tense and you can say something rude. But that's over immediately. If we have managed, we say, yes, we did it. Then you're proud. Can you give the top 5 mistakes made since 1956?
Mistakes. We have had a catering business. We lost money too. They came to purchase here. We had a bond with them. No problem, pay next time. I will pay next time. The debts stuck up and suddenly they went bankrupt.
They ordered a lot and we thought that we will get paid because that business runs very well.
Yeah, such things we won't commit.
You have to experience that.
Not about a lot of money. But still, it wasn't fun.
It's your money, not nice if they cheat on you. You learn from your mistakes. And has there ever been anything similar? Maybe some minor incidents?
With us over here, I cannot immediately think of any mistakes, any errors.
wanneer wij bezig zijn met de knie, dat we echt iets van fouten en
Bij de ouders daar.
And at your parents? Maybe a fight?
No, that hasn't happened yet.
Dat is er nog niet gebeurd.
Ja, ons bomma is haar vinger
Our
kwijt.
grandmother lost her finger with a meat
Gewoon
grinder.
in de
No
keuken,
security
maar
lock was on it
stonden
back
er
then.
nog geen,
If you remove a lid
veiligheid
now,
op
it
van
stops running automatically.
ergens
But it used to keep on running. She was stuck, but still wanted to remove her meat with a hand and suddenly lost her
Ze
finger.
zat vast en ze
It
wou
wasn't a
haar
mistake.
hart
She
zo
shouldn't have done
en
it.
haar vinger eraf, dus dat is een fout, hè. Ze had dat niet mogen doen. Hè.
After all, she no longer had that finger.
En is dat geen
But for the rest, everything was good.
Dat is wel erg.
voor de rest.
Iets met jullie concurrenten misschien doen.
Maybe something with your competitors, complaining customers.
Die komen klagen.
I can't imagine anything at this time.
What could you recommend to someone who is considering opening a butcher shop or just has opened one?
Firstly, you really need to do like it,
Je moet dat heel graag doen.
to be passionate by the meat products, by your store, doing everything with passion,
Dat is, ja, en
wanting to do the
gepassioneerd
work.
zijn voor het vlees, door je winkel, ja, dat met passie doen, hè, dat gewoon graag doen. En dan, ja,
De boekhouding, hè.
And bookkeeping, seeing that it's done properly.
Ah ja, ook belangrijk.
Ja, dan
Yes,
kunt
also
je
important.
veel omzet draaien.
You can have a lot of sales, but also
Kan
pay
wel
the
betaald
expenses.
worden en zien dat je
See that the balance remains positive.
Ja, maar als je een groot
But if the turnover is high, you also have to pay a lot of taxes, especially in Belgium.
ja, dan moet je dat
Yes, indeed.
toehouders,
This needs to be discussed with your accountant.
Declare expenses. Do you have a certain assurance against accident in the store, or suppose the electricity fails?
Of stel dat er bijvoorbeeld een elektriciteit wegvalt, of jullie zoiets.
ja, we zijn gewoon verzekerd.
We are insured, everything must be insured. Our staff are also insured against accidents, but not immediately, a special insurance. All which needs to be insured indeed is insured.
So, no insurance for your meat or anything like that?
Nee, ja, dat valt allemaal onder één verzekering, dus ja.
No, that's all under insurance. Nothing special.
Не по поводу страховки, not for the insurance, but your own safety backup, maybe. Which backup system do you use? For example, if everywhere the electricity is off?
Dat weet ik niet.
No, never happened.
No.
You're lucky. Because in Russia
Ah.
sometimes it happens and I think what I have to do, like diesel generator or something.
Ah.
So we never had a problem, so you don't have any backup.
Ja, it's
It has happened that electricity failed.
wel eens uitgevallen.
Then keep the cooling
Voor dagen, hè.
closed. After a few hours, everything goes in motion again. A few days without electricity, that doesn't happen in Belgium. Well, it happens, try to find a solution, but the special insurance, I have never heard about that.
Dus ja, dan hadden dat, ja, dan probeer je oplossingen te zoeken. Hè. Speciale verzekering ervoor. Dat weet ik niet.
En stel dat
And suppose the meat spoils, what do you do then?
het goed wordt, wat doen jullie dan met de vlees?
If the meat is spoiled by our mistake,
Als eigen
then
fout is,
that must be thrown away.
niet meer goed is of taal
It will
is,
be.
dan moet dat weg. Hè. Dan
In the bin?
In de vulkaan.
Do you have a special garbage bin for this?
We have a garbage bin for the bones of the animals, otherwise in the regular bin.
And are the bones still used for something else?
Occasionally, we make a veal stock out of veal bones. We keep the veal stock in the freezer. If someone wants to make a sauce, then he gets a jar. By the way, we also make our own sauce, our warm sauce with the veal stock.
Ah ja.
Ja, en daar maken we ook een deel van onze eigen sauzen mee en zo, dus ons warme sauzen.
Zo hondjes eten.
And dog or cat
We hebben nu
food?
wat beentjes in de, voor de handen.
We keep some bones for dogs in the freezer. They get that for free.
Otherwise, we have to throw that away.
So if someone comes by and asks for bones for dogs, we give it. Otherwise, we must throw it away. We are not going to ask money for that. Then I'd rather see them buying something more in the store.
Of course. That's a present
Goed, op jullie
on your
jaarlijkse
annual investment in your company, your butcher shop. What percentage do you get back annually?
Jaarlijks terug.
I'm not asking about exact turnover, just roughly how much you can earn as a butcher shop.
Is, maar ik wil gewoon een theorie weten.
How much you can get back from the investment?
Ja. Bijvoorbeeld als je
If you put your money in the bank in a savings account, you can get about 3%. I'm not quite sure either.
That's still our mother who takes care of our finances. We pay off this property, and at the end of the year we see how much we have left, how much we earned.
We betalen deze af elk jaar en op het einde van het jaar zien we wat we hebben verdiend en hoeveel dat
Zo rauw.
Any idea what percentage?
kan niet.
I have no idea. I really don't.
Sorry André.
I will put it the other way around. So I'm starting the agriculture. I bought the land. There is average for in agriculture, whether you do pottery or sheep or cow or wheat farming. Average is between 25 to 35% profit.
Return on investment.
Yeah, return on investment. But of course, you have a different time on return. If you go into sheep, it is about 2 years you get the return on investment. If you go into cows, it's like 5 years because it takes longer for them. And this is just comparison to comparing some average on the market. Return on investment here, how long you need to wait to get your money back, and per year approximately in Belgium or in Antwerpen, is it 1%? Is it 30%? Is it 50%? Like estimate return on investment.
Maar op hoeveel tijd heb je daar ook betaald?
Maybe it's 200%.
It's good.
I have no
Let
idea.
it be.
It's
We
very-
have a loan on this building, and it's on 15 years. 15 years. It's what? Then we have paid off our debts that that we invest in this shop.
Okay.
15, yeah. But every year we have profit also, so it's a cost that you made for your business. Dus ja, dat brengt elk jaar in je boekhouding, dus.
I give a comparison when I was talking to the people butchery shops in Russia, in Moscow, St. Petersburg, and the other cities. The average is about the same. They are giving margins on different profit margin on different product. Some it's very little, like 5%, but bigger turnover. And for some, they have 80% margin. For example, they buy, like chicken for 100, and then they sell for 180, and they have a big profit margin. I'm not saying that it's a piece of chicken, it's just an example. So, do you have some kind of profit margin averages here for the product that you buy and then sell it for?
It's
gross, not net.
70%.
Okay. So it's close. It's actually average is higher. It's about 40 to 60% average in Russia for profit margin.
But here is the cost bigger, I think.
Yes, exactly. You have higher for the people, electricity.
I think it's cheaper, so we need more.
Exactly. Yeah, makes sense.
So it's 70. We buy it, and then it's also. Het is ook hoeveel tijd.
It also depends on how much time you put into a product, because we make so much ourselves, such as salami, pork, beef. That salami that takes 3 weeks before you can cut it. You have to factor the time into your price, stuff, electricity you need. Sometimes meat hangs in a maturing cabinet for weeks, so I think you can ask a little bit more for it. Something that you made yourself. I think because we have our own, we make everything ourselves as much as possible. We want to make it ourselves. And therefore we also put a lot more energy into it.
Zelf willen maken en proberen maken en dat zo goed mogelijk doen. En ja, er steekt ook veel meer energie in, hè. Dus ik vind dat dat niet verkeerd is.
One last question. Would you like your children to continue your business?
I don't have any children for the time being. If they want to, they can. If they don't want to, they certainly shouldn't.
And do you have children? No, I don't know. I feel the same. Maybe one day.
One day there will be children who have to do whatever they want to do. I can't force them to go into a shop when they are still little. They will, of course, have to help. We always have to do that.
If they can work, it's already a lot, because nowadays they youth.
De jeugd is moeilijk, hè?
Ja.
Groot probleem voor de toekomst.
Goed, dank jullie wel.
Thank you very much.